When I had anxiety, this is what my day looked like. I'd take half a Xanax and I'd quickly go to the bar and I'd get a martini and I would drink it so that I could start the process of getting drunk with a little bit of Xanax in me so that I can make it through the day or make it through the night. It's a pattern. And it's a pattern if you don't self-correct it, you can end up in a body bag. I remember even feeling like my legs were gonna give out because my body was starting to give out. I have friends that secretly you see online that couldn't get on airplanes, that couldn't leave their houses. They went to people like Tony Robbins and psychologists and took Xanax and did everything else, but they couldn't beat the actual anxiety. And so the point is that I beat it. And the way that I beat it is to realize that I was banging down my body emotionally and physically. You know, every time you take that coffee, every time you take that shot, every time you take that glass of wine when you've got anxiety, it just keeps getting worse. Here's the deal. You have to address the core root of why your life is falling apart. What's the thing that is the domino effect of why your life isn't working? Like, what's the thing that you worry about most that is causing you to have the anxiety? Because the doctors will tell you that here's another Xanax, here's another Adderall, here's another thing to comatose you, to numb you out. But at the end of the day, you're still dealing with the anxiety that you can't get through. You have anxiety for a reason. Your body's trying to tell you something. So don't ignore it. And then I know that if you have anxiety, chances are you're probably drinking on top of it to add this extra layer of being able to cope. So the game to life is not coping. So at some point you're gonna have to take responsibility and you're gonna have to look at what are you running from? You're not gonna become successful when you've got a crutch that's holding you down because you don't have full access to your power. So what do? You gotta change some things up. So I challenge you today to look at what is the thing that is worrying you the most. Is it money? Is it a relationship? Is it a divorce? You know, what is the thing and what about that thing freaks you out? And if you can come to peace with the worst case scenario, then what's gonna happen is the anxiety is gonna lift. So I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just my experience with countless people over and over and over again that are dealing with anxiety and it's not going away. You are responsible for finding the root cause of the problem. It might be emotional and it might be because you're beating your body up. It's time to make a change.